Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Joseph Martin. Hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Let's get right to it. There's no such thing as reading an audiobook. To make sure you heard me right, I'm going to say it twice. There's no such thing as reading an audiobook. You can listen to it, but you're not reading it. Reading a physical book is like going to the gym and working out. It's like working out, you hitting the weights. Listening to an audiobook is like going to the gym and watching somebody else work out. So when somebody asks you, hey man, you worked out today, and you like, yeah. Man, it drives me crazy when somebody said that and read an audiobook. Listen, you didn't read it. You listened to someone else read. Imagine taking a reading test and having someone read it to you, like a reading audio test. That sounds crazy. Now, I'm not saying you don't get anything out of watching somebody else work out or listening to someone else read when you use an audiobook. What I'm saying is that the benefits you get from it are different. The benefits of reading a book, a physical book, far exceed those of listening to an audiobook, hands down. The only area I believe audiobooks have physical books beat is convenience. So you need to ask yourself, are you reading a book for convenience, or are you reading a book to get the most out of it? Now that we've addressed what type of books I'm talking about when I say read, let's have a conversation. I believe that there's one major reason everyone should read. But before I share that with you, I want to discuss 5 reasons why I believe people don't read. First, time. We're busy. We have a lot going on. I don't have time to sit around reading a book all day and stuff like that, right? Wrong. You ever heard the saying, you make time for what you want to make time for? I do you one better. I never heard anyone say, I'm too busy to be broke, or I'm too busy to struggle to pay my bills. I'm too busy to be ignorant. Seems people have more than enough time when it comes to that. What I'm telling you is that you don't have time not to read. Distractions. The number one thief of our time is distractions. You don't think you have enough time to do something productive like reading because you already don't have enough time to do the things you want to do. If you knew just how much time you spent on social media, engaged in meaningless conversations, and being entertained because you're bored, you'd be blown away. The time you're spending on those things could be better spent on reading. Then there's beliefs. Some people believe that education and reading are something you only do when you're in school. And I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. I would argue that those same people only read books when they were told to read in school. And they didn't have success applying most of those things in real life situations. So they're thinking, what's the point? And then there's value. Most people don't understand the value of reading. After reading Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave by Frederick Douglass, I realized that the reason I thought they didn't want slaves to read was totally wrong. I thought it was to prevent slaves from being able to navigate by reading signs and maps. Come to find out, it was to keep their minds limited to only what they could see. Now, think about it. Every slave didn't come over on the ship. Some slaves were born into slavery, so all they saw their whole life was that plantation. Words have the ability to make you see more. It widens your perspective. And here's an example. All right, here we are on the inside of a computer. If you have a limited understanding about what these parts are and what they do and the names of them, this is all you're going to see. But for somebody who has a deeper understanding and a knowledge base about computers, this is what they're going to see. They see way more than everybody else. If this is what's going on inside of a computer, imagine all of the things going on inside of your life, all the things you're missing, all the things you can't see because you don't have an understanding or vocabulary for it. You can't recognize it. This is why reading is so important, so it can broaden your perspective, so you can see more to make better decisions and prevent people from taking advantage of you. So if you were a slave and you found out that you were a human being, not just property as you were being told. Your curiosity to know more about it and your desire to go to such a place would make you unfit to be a slave. And last but not least, there's fear. All the decisions we make in life aren't just based off what we know, it's based off what we think we know. You ever heard of the saying, if you knew better, you do better? I think that there are people who are afraid of learning because they fear the truth. The truth hurts, and it's a tough pill to swallow. If you've spent years making decisions you wouldn't have if you had access to different information, that's scary. That's why I believe some people become so emotional when they get presented with facts and information inconsistent with their current beliefs. Scary or not, you have to have the courage to face facts, just like you need courage to face your fears. Because the truth is the truth. Just like the facts are the facts, regardless of how it makes you feel or how you feel about it. Now let's talk about the number one reason why everyone should read. So people can't lie to you. It's just as simple as that. And to me, that's profound. They can lie to you, but they won't be successful because you know more than they think you know. Otherwise, they would know it's pointless to lie to you. The main reason people lie to you or keep you in the dark about something is so they can benefit more than you do from something you have control over. One of the most horrible feelings I've ever experienced in my life was someone taking advantage of me. And the only reason they were able to was because at that time, they knew something that I didn't. When you don't know something, you're ignorant in that area. Someone knowing they know something you don't can lie to you and benefit from it more than you because of your ignorance. People can take your time, money, energy, anything that can be seen as a resource for themselves and benefit from it. You could not know the value of something and someone could underpay you for it. If you knew how to earn $50 an hour washing windows, you'd be crazy, in my opinion, to settle for $20 an hour for doing the same thing. Now, in one of my favorite movies, Ray, starring Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles, the famous influential American musician, it shows Ray as a child, remembering his mother confronting a business partner about not paying her the amount of money they agreed to. The woman told her that she split whatever they got paid 50-50 with her. Since the woman was negotiating and collecting the money from the customers without Ray's mom being there, she had no idea what her real cut was. This is why math is so important. And I hate it when someone says, I'm not good at math. Work on it. Work on it. So here's an example. If she was getting paid $100, the lady that made the agreement, negotiated, and received $100 from the customer, Ray's mom split would be $50. But if she told her she only got paid $50, she would give her $25, which made her cut $75 and Ray's mom's cut $25. So she's robbing her. She's taking like half of what she's supposed to be getting. So somehow Ray's mom finds out about it and confronted the woman about the money she was trying to cheat her out of. When Ray's mom was storming away with him and his brother George, she told both of them, y'all got to learn how to read and write real good so y'all never have to work for people like that. Books have been the best resource I've found for becoming educated and informed, so people can't take advantage of our ignorance. Reading has changed my life in so many ways. I couldn't see myself not reading and taking it seriously ever again. I remember having a conversation with my wife one day, trying to get her to read, and it was like pulling teeth. She sees me reading all the time. So she said, it's easy for you because you love reading. And I told her, no, I don't. Then she looked at me in shock because she was like, how is this man reading all the time and he telling me he don't love reading? And I told her, I hate being taken advantage of and being ignorant more than I don't like reading. So I've learned to love it. The reason is because it makes me educated and informed. I believe a lot of us have a hard time doing things that we need to do because we think it has to be something we like to do or love to do in order to do it. The book that I read to help me become financially independent and stop trading my time for money was The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. And I recommend you get the study guide version because it makes sure you get the lessons by reviewing each chapter with you. A link for all the books mentioned in this video will be down in the description and pinned in the chat. Again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel and hit that bell icon to receive notifications. Join me Wednesday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live streams. Take care and God bless.